Hare Krishna. We are studying Jambu Dwipa, the Jambu Island. The Bhumandala is the part of Greater Bhuloka that we already studied. Anyhow, we will just revise it. The Greater Bhuloka is of 50 crore yojanas in dimension. The Bhumandala is made up of earthy elements covering 7.14 crore yojanas in dimension. The next part of Greater Bhuloka is Tamo Bhumi, which is made up of dark sticky matter encircling the Bhumandala, the Bhugarbha. Tamo Bhumi is covering 14.28 crores yojana. The Bhumandala, the Bhubhaga, earthy elements, is with 7 islands and 7 oceans now. That 7 islands and 7 oceans, encircling one after another. In the middle of the Bhumandala is the Jambu Dwipa that we already studied in earlier classes. The Jambu Dwipa is first island of Bhumandala, the Bhubhaga, earthy elements. Jambu Dwipa is very important part of the greater Bhumandala because we are living in this area, in this tiny part of it. Again, in the Jambu Dwipa's tiny part we are staying. While performing the daily Sandhya Vandana, the submission to the Almighty, everyone will identify his stay within Jambu Dwipa. The Jambu Dwipa is fully surrounded, or in other words, is encircled by Lavana Sagara, the salty ocean. The Jambu Dwipa is of 1 lakh yojana in measurement. This measurement will be taken for counting its area, including its length, breadth and circumference area. The Jambu Dwipa is divided into 9 Varshas, subcontinents. These Varshas are separated by mighty boundary mountains. We will study all the 9 Varshas of Jambu Dwipa in brief. Lavana Sagara, the Ilavarta Varsha. The Ilavarta Varsha is situated in the middle of the Jambu Dwipa. The Ilavarta Varsha is altogether covering 34,000 yojana area. It is covered with plenty of mountains. In the center of this Varsha, world famous Mount Meru is situated. We have already studied in detail about Ilavarta Varsha. Now we will study next Varsha, Ketumala Varsha. So these all Varshas are required for our Meru Dhyana, Sumeru Dhyana. Daily we have to perform Mount Sumeru Dhyana because Mount Meru is firm in the world. So we will also become firm with our mind if we meditate on Mount Meru. So while meditating on Mount Meru, we have to know about Mount Meru and its surrounding all 9 Varshas of the Jambu Dwipa. So now this is the second Varsha, Ketumala Varsha. Ketumala and Ilavarta Varshas are separated by Mallevan mountain, also called as Mallevanta mountain. As mountain Mallevan is placed as boundary mountain, is referred as Maryade Parvata by Sri Vijayadasaru in his Suladi work. Suladi is a category of work in Haridasa literature. It is one category. Pada, Padya, Uga, Bhaga, Suladi like that are there. Like that in the north, Ramyaka Varsha is separated by Ketumala Varsha by mountain Nila. In the south, mountain Nishadha separates Ketumala Varsha with Hari Varsha. Those boundary mountains are slightly curved like a bow. They are slightly curved. As the south mountain Nishadha separates the Ketumala Varsha with Hari Varsha. Ketumala Varsha is spread an area of 32,000 yojanas. This Ketumala Varsha is situated in the west side of the Jambu Dwipa. There are 2 inner mountains in this Varsha. Those are Mount Pavamana and Mount Pariyatra. This is the speciality of this Varsha. Because of these inner mountains, the Ketumala Varsha is divided into 3 parts, each covering area of 9,000 yojanas. A common rule is that no inner space of any Varsha should cross 9,000 yojanas. So this rule is now not violated here. The Ketumala Varsha is seen as a mirror image of Bhadrasva Varsha. Boundaries of Ketumala Varsha. In the east direction, Mount Mallevan and then Ilavarta Varsha. South, Mount Nishada and then Hari Varsha. South, east. In the west, salty ocean, Lavana Sagara. North, Mount Nila and then Ramyaka Varsha. Mighty mountains. Mountains Nila and Nishada are spread across 96,000 yojanas in length, and 2000 yojanas in breadth. They are having the height of 2000 yojanas. Mount Malyavan is spread across 34,000 yojana in length. Of course, 2000 yojana in breadth and height. Mount Malyavana. That is the boundary mountain. Inside. Mount Meru or Mount Sumeru is very important mountain. Meru is situated in the middle of the Bhumandala, middle of the Bhuloka. Even we may identify it as the middle of whole universe as well. It is in the middle of Jambu Dwipa. In other words, we can say it is in the center point of the universe. The Meru mountain is associated with 4 mountains placed in east directions. They are called as Kila Parvatas, Kila mountains. Kila mountains are for act of balancing. They are Mount Mandara, Mount Meru Mandara, Mount Suparshva and Mount Kumada. We will study next Varsha in the next class. Hare Srinivasa, Hare Krishna.